Hi everyone, this is Just Trying to Play It, and I just wanted to do a video to show you one of the things that I'm working on right now. It's a personal thing, but I read it somewhere in an article that there was a bin challenge type of thing, and I decided to give it a shot because I do love playing Stardew Valley. Please don't get me wrong, I love, love, love the game, but I've played it so many times that I feel like at a certain point you can burn yourself out. Like, I actually have a playthrough on my channel, but I haven't really gone back to it as much because the game is so intense for me. It's like when I play it, I don't just want to play 20 minutes or 30 minutes or anything like that. I want to play hours upon hours upon hours. So I try to pull back on it a bit so that I won't burn myself out from the game, so to speak. So when I found out about this bin challenge farm, I decided to give it a shot and see, how that would actually work out if I could actually do it. Sometimes it helps to challenge yourself, especially when you're playing games that you've been playing for so long that you feel like you don't want to play them anymore. But these games do have replayability, which I love about Stardew Valley. There's just so many ways you can play it. There's just so many different maps now that they have that they didn't have when the game first started. There's even other crops that weren't there before. So as you can see right now, I am at the 17th of the month, which is a little bit past halfway. I have only made 1,655 money, gold, whatever you want to call it. Why is that? You may be asking yourself. Well, the bin challenge is that you do not use the bin that you have at your home to sell anything. You cannot sell anything through the bin. You cannot sell anything through the stores. That means Willie, who's the Fisher guy, you can't sell anything through him. And Pierre, who's your general store, you cannot sell anything to him either. So that makes it a little bit difficult. The only place where you can sell anything, and this was my interpretation of the rules, is that you can only sell excess weapons and boots that you get from going through the mine or whatever the case is there. You can sell those to, what's that guy? The guy that runs the adventure store, the adventurer store. You can sell it to him, but that's it. So that makes it so difficult because fishing and farming are your two major ways to make money, including your forageables and all that stuff. So if you can't sell those to anyone, it makes it difficult. The idea is to take everything that you accumulate over the course of the entire year until the 27th of winter and sell all of those when you go to bed. So before you go to bed, you need to sell everything, put everything into the bin. You probably be spending the entire day doing that, and maybe half of the day throwing everything into the bin to make sure that you get all the money for everything. And then whatever that adds up to, that's your total. And there's a couple of people on Reddit who post their, totals and talk about it and stuff like that. So I thought I might try to see what I can do. What's my goal? To obviously get as much as I possibly can. But at the same time, I am trying to at least get to 1 million this way. Now, getting to 1 million by selling your stuff daily, you can do that, I believe. I believe there's a lot of people who've done that. But not being able to sell your stuff daily or even weekly or anything like that, it makes it a little difficult, So that's why I did it, because it's like, now you really have to think about what you really want to do. Can you do everything? Can you really get into a lot of the stuff that the game has? Should you do everything? Or should you just focus on, one or two things to make sure that, you can get it done? So that's where I am right now, and I'm just going to show you briefly. I'm not going to do a playthrough series on this, so yes, you're welcome. Mainly because a lot of the stuff that I'm doing on a daily basis is going to be really, really tedious. It's going to be repetitive. And I don't think that is something that, you might enjoy. If you would enjoy it, or you think you might, please let me know in the comments, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But, for right now, I'm not going to put every day on the channel. I'm going to probably just give updates like today, like on here now, it's the 17th. Maybe at the end of, maybe twice per season, I might show you where I am and, things like that. But, for the most part, I just don't feel like it would be that entertaining because, I'm just finding myself repeating the things that I'm doing. I'm not really doing anything different on a daily basis. A lot of people who've watched Stardew Valley, you kind of know what's going to happen. Like the different cutscenes, the different storylines, stuff like that. But it's mainly about, can I make it, to the end of the year. Let's take that back. You can make it to the end of the year, obviously. But the idea is, how much can you accumulate by the end of the year without having the luxury of being able to sell your stuff on a daily basis, or even a weekly basis, or even a seasonal basis. It's like, it might be a little different if you could, sell everything, at the end of the season. Well, at the end of each season, and then you'll be ready for next season where you can buy, different seeds and stuff like that. But no, we're saying that you can't sell anything in the bin or to the stores. Well, it's basically you just chuck it all in the bin until the end of winter. So the night before the end of winter, you are supposed to put all of your stuff in the bin to see what you have accumulated. So right now, what are we doing? Well, first of all, I don't have enough storage, obviously. So my goal is to try and get as much wood as possible. Let me show you the things that I've unlocked here. I haven't unlocked a whole lot. Right now, my farming skill is at 2, mining is at 1, foraging is at 4, and fishing is at 2. I have not encountered a lot of combat yet because I have not gone deep into the mine. I am probably at floor 5. The reason why is because it's kind of difficult to do all of your farming stuff that you're trying to do and then try to go fight as well. Your energy goes down, obviously. Everyone knows that. But because you don't have a lot of food, it works against you, so to speak. So I am trying to salvage and save everything that I accumulate because I want all of it to count towards my final number, right? So in order to do that, that means I can't use a lot of this stuff. And if I use it, I want to use it in a way that makes it more valuable. So maybe I might cook a couple of items later, things like that. But that's even if I can afford to even upgrade my house and stuff. So you see my dilemma there. Anyway, I didn't have enough food to keep me going. So my thing was, I was like, well, hell, how am I supposed to, how am I supposed to keep going? How am I supposed to be able to do this, on the court throughout the day? And well, I just decided that I was just going to see what happens, because it just, I just felt like I had no idea what I was going to really do. So now I realize that yes, even though I don't have that much food, I can still get a lot done to a certain extent. There's a lot of foraging to do. I can probably fish. I can probably do some other stuff. But there's a lot of things that I can't do. And as you can see now, by me not having the other backpack or enough storage, it's causing me to constantly run back and forth over here, to keep putting stuff in. So the challenge is definitely there. Okay. But it's not impossible, but it really is very annoying. to say the least. Now, the only other thing too is I did start on the community and the spring crops. I think I'm going to be able to do that. Yes, I think I do have one of each of these. Now, I don't like giving up my gold green bean, but I'll give it up anyway. It's for the greater good. So I think we're going to do that. I tried to separate and come up with some sort of organization here. This may not work out. It may not work out the way that I want it. But we're going to see. We're going to take one cauliflower. I have my green bean here. One parsnip. What are the regular parsnips? One parsnip and then one potato. So we're going to take that to the community center. And I think here we're going to get this ready to put some more. Oops, that was the wrong thing. And seeing that wasted energy. It's a lot of that going on. It's a lot of wasted energy going on here. Now, I really do need some more parsnips because I would like to do the, what's the part of the community center that requires the super, well, not the super crops, but you know what I mean. Let's see. Let's just go look at it, shall we? Not the fall crops, not that one. The quality crops. I want to do this as early as possible, but I know I can do it probably towards the end of maybe, sometimes maybe end of summer or autumn. But I would love to do it earlier than that because I believe I can do the melons in the summer. And I think the corn is a summer, autumn crop. So my notion, my thinking is if I can get the parsnips this spring, then that means that at the very minimum, at the very earliest, I can finish this one, at least this bundle, by the end of the summer. Now, that may be asking for too much, but I do believe that's possible. I'm not sure, though, but I do believe that's possible. Even though corn is considered a fall crop, I do believe you can grow that in 2 different seasons. And then the animal bundle, I've obviously got to get some animals and work on that. But at least I can do this spring crop bundles right now. I'm trying to do as many bundles as possible to try to get myself whatever reward that they have. Just in case I forgot. I'm so sorry, but I forgot what the rewards are. And that's my own fault. But now, what I'm also going to be doing is I was trying to get as much wood as possible because I can do, here's all the stuff that I unlocked. I can do the mayonnaise machine, which of course I don't have any animals right now. I can make my own bait, which is great. I can do the field snacks if I need it. I do have some acorns, maple, and pine cones. I don't have a lot of them, but I do have some. So I'm going to make use of those. I did one furnace already. I didn't want to spend, I don't have a lot of copper ore. So I was holding on to that. But what I am going to start doing is using these tappers. So I've been making copper bars, as many as I can. The one thing is, too, is now coal is really like a commodity right now. It's like, gold almost. So I need as much coal as possible. So that means I need to go into the mine a little more, which means I need to get ready to fight. Which in turn means I need food to be down there. So that's my dilemma right now, is making sure I have enough energy to keep going and being able to make use of each day to the fullest. So far, I haven't been able to do that. I've been trying to figure out, better ways to do it. This was not an alternative, even though wood is a commodity. Well, I wouldn't say commodity, but wood is abundant in, obviously, Stardew Valley. And I was thinking maybe I could do this, make this thing, just start chopping a bunch of wood, turn it into coal. I might do that. It depends on a certain point when I feel like, okay, I don't have enough coal. I'm not getting enough coal. So we're gonna see how that is. Now, I do know in the mines there's a bunch of little coal trucks, stuff like that. If I can get deeper and deeper in the mine, I don't think coal would be a problem. But if it turns out to be, that's how I'm going to do that. I'm going to make one of these things, and then I'm going to start, putting my excess wood in there. just every now and then, just to see, what I can, get going. So anyhow, my idea also is to do some more chess. Now, where I've been messing up in a lot of, I'm going to say this right now, in a lot of games where I mess up is I don't have enough chess going around. And the reason for that is because it's just me. It's just I, think, oh, I got enough time to do it. Let me just get one started, and then maybe I can come back later and make some more. No, it does not work that way. It's like if you don't have enough storage, you're fairly screwed with a lot of this stuff. So I am going to try to make sure that I have more than enough storage. And obviously I'm going to have things to fill it with. So that is not going to be an issue. And I love the fact that it's now salmonberry season. So what that does for me, and I don't know about anyone else who's even tried a challenge like this or even come close, but what that does for me is that gives me a steady source of food until, let's see, the spring crops bundle, here we go, until I actually can get maybe some excess money to get better food, or I can get food as a gift from people and things like that. Now this speed grow, I'll use it, but I'm not excited about it. Not excited about it yet. But what I am excited about is the fact that when I do some of these earlier bundles, they begin to open up more bundles. So that's what I want to do, and try to see which ones I can actually finish, which ones I can't. I would love to get the greenhouse before the end of the year, well before the end of the year. Don't think that's going to really happen. I don't know what others have really done or not done in here. The boiler room. So the blacksmith thing, we can probably do that later. As we get into the mine, this stuff will be easier to do. So at least we'll be able to get maybe the mine carts done. So that's one thing. That's one thing we probably can get done. I kind of wish some of these things actually offered money, honestly. Now, considering, the challenge that we're doing right now. But anyhow, as I said, the salmon berries are going to be very important for me right now. They actually will provide me with enough energy to continuously go to the mine, even to continuously farm and maybe expand a little bit. So what I've been trying to do is go around and collect as many of those as possible during the day and the early afternoon. And then I'm going to possibly try and hit the mine or the dungeon or whatever we want to call it. I'm going to try to hit that probably at least for a few hours. But what I want to do is, which I should have done earlier, was I need to put away all of the tools that I have that are not going to be used in that mine. And we're going to clear some of this because it's kind of getting a little too close to home. Did I pet my cat today? No, I didn't. So we're going to do that. As you can see, I've only got $5 left on me, which is really, really bad. But I'm not going to get upset about it, because I did spend some of that money on, what did I spend that money on? I spent it on some parsnip seeds because I was trying to get the gold quality parsnips. So I don't know how well that's going to work out, but let's see, what am I going to need in here? I don't, I might take that with me. I don't think I need the axe in the mine. If we get to a certain level, I might be able to fish, but I won't do it then. The idea for me right now is to just get as far into the mine as possible. But first, let me plant some of these, since I've already got the stuff ready. And I'll put one here and then one over here. Now this I'm saving for my parsnips. I'm going to do some more of those, but I don't know when I'm going to be able to buy some more parsnips. And then these salmon berries aren't the best. I mean, they give you 25 energy, which is better than the what are those onions that you get, those wild onions. They're better than those, but they're not obviously ideal. But right now we're gonna use them as if they are. So let's see. Let's go over here. First thing I want to do is check to see if anyone has a request on the board. That's how I've made some of my money. And also, if you look at, sometimes in the mail you get money and stuff like that. So I've been doing that as well. Nothing's posted here. I am also going to try, and I said try, I'm going to try to be friends with as many people as possible because they also send you stuff through the mail. Now, some of the stuff is not as valuable, but you get sometimes food from people. You get, which can be used to help you continue to work throughout the day, or you can sell the food at the end of the challenge. So that's what I'm thinking about, just any extra stuff I can get my hands on. And I'm wondering, like, I know Dimitri will come in and he'll do something with my little cave. I'm trying to figure out what to have him do with the cave. Do I want mushrooms or do I want the fruit? I think it's going to be too expensive for me to buy fruit trees. So I might have Dimitri actually, deal with that for me in a way. So we'll see what happens. I really wish I had some of those slime requests, because those actually, they don't pay a lot, but they pay better than a lot of the other requests that you get in here. So we are going to, for this episode, it's going to be brief. Are you guys over there? Really? Did you really just make a baby in front of my face? Well, we got to kill that baby. Hate to kill the babies, but I really stink at this. And this sword is really, really bad. I need to keep them in one spot. Yeah, I'm really bad at this, and I'm wasting energy swinging at these things. Now, normally I'm not that bad at it. I just wasn't paying attention. But normally what I would do is I would try to back them into a corner somewhere or against one of the rocks, and then just start, swinging at them. Because basically you just get, you just knock them back into the rock and, this thing. You just basically end up knocking them back into the rock, and then you end up, just killing them easier that way. At least that's what I've done. I don't know what you've done. I am not interested so much in these rocks, but I am trying to get. I'm appreciating the coal that's in them though. Yeah, we want to get as much copper and stuff as we can down here. For these, I'm going to use that thing, and it was nothing in it, which I'm very sad about. As I said, right now with the mines, I am just trying to get as deep as possible. I can come back to these floors later. The copper is important to me right now because obviously that's the first, type of bars you can do. But at the same time, I'm not going to only concentrate on that. I just want to get deeper into the mine. Do I need that? I don't think I need that. I've never seen that come out of there before. That's a good one. Wait, was that a new sword of some sort? What is that? You know what we're going to do? We are going to get rid of the slime for now. Oh, it's a carving knife. That does 2 to 5. That does 1 to 3. I don't know. We'll hold on to it. You know, I knew it was something different. For right now, we'll hold on to it, but we'll still use the other one because it gives me more. I think I'm going to take that. Let's see, we're going to get rid of the sap. Now, yes, sap does turn into the, what you call that? The sap turns into the basic fertilizer. And even though it does that and it serves a purpose, I only had one of them. I wasn't going to be too upset about it. Now I want this, so we're going to make use of this thing. There's no point of holding it. I mean, it doesn't do that much damage anyway, but there's really no point of holding on to it. And I think I have another one in my storage somewhere. So let's just go through here and see if we can't find. I just want to, every time I come in here, I'm trying to do at least 5 floors. So I'm trying to do 5 floors at a time. There it is right there. So now we're going to get this copper. Yeah, nope, not even about to deal with you. Okay. So I think what this one here is, let me see something here. If I toss something to the side here, yeah, it's going to take a while. Yeah, let's see. Open this up. The reason why I did that, and you may be wondering why, is because I want to put on the leather boots. Okay, so I can put on the leather boots and then grab this back. So that's the only reason why I did that. Normally, I wouldn't worry about it, but in this case, you know, now we have some leather boots. So that should help us a little bit. Let's see what kind of stats those have. +1 defense, +1 immunity. I mean, that was better than nothing, right? So basically, that's what we're doing. You know, we're trying to do this challenge. It's the 17th right now. We're going to sleep until the 18th, obviously. But basically every day, I'm just trying to do as much as possible. Every now and then, when I feel like maybe I've made some significant progress, I might, you know, do a video and show you guys what is happening or what has happened. But I think the plan right now is to, I'm just going to try to get as much, obviously, as possible. I mean, you know, it's just the obvious. it's very obvious, right, that you would do that. But in regards to that, I'm just trying to make sure. That's going to end up with Gunther. I'm just trying to make sure that I am maximizing my resources, which is very important on here, at least especially right now. And it's, like I said, it's going to be a challenge for me to be able to do that, because it's like you take for granted that you have so many things available to you, you know, when you sell something, and then, you know that you can now use that money the next day to go buy something else. When you don't have that, you know, then what do you do? So that's the way that I'm viewing this challenge right now. And, I mean, if you guys want to try, I would suggest you guys try it as well. I'm not, you know, saying that you should or shouldn't. I'm just suggesting that you try it. If you're a Stardew Valley fan, just go ahead and give it a shot. You know, see what you can do in your spare time, you know, however long it takes. There's no, you know, there's no time. Look at the cat sleeping on my bed. Before, I don't think that happened. But, you know, so my combat level has actually gone up, which is great. A bug steak. Ooh, I don't know if I've seen that before. My mining has gone up, which is great. So, I mean, stuff is leveling. It's just not leveling fast enough. But obviously, I want my farming to be as high as possible, too. But let me see this thing. Bug steak. Huh. Well, that's okay. So, bug steak gives you a little bit of, you know, it gives you some meat. It gives you 45 energy, 30 health, which is not bad, but it's not great. But I think it's better than, yeah, it's about the same as a field snack. But it's bug meat. It bug meat, I don't think I was going to do anything else with it. So, you know, well, except to make bait. Right now I don't need bait. So, I mean, well, I mean, I might make use of that. Right now I want to maximize my tappers. I want to do as much wood as possible, make as many copper bars. For every 2 copper bars, I'm going to try to make a tapper. It's a beautiful sunny day. It hasn't rained in a while either. And then living off the land. Yeah, we were doing that at first. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to harvest all of this stuff. I'm going to replant as many of those as my energy would allow me. I'm going to do some, I mean, it's just a lot of stuff that that you have to do every day. So, you know what? If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a message. Please leave me a like. Leave me a comment and everything and let me know what it is that you would do if you were doing this challenge. Maybe I'm missing something, and then based on where I am, do you think I'm making good enough progress? If not, how do you feel like you would turn it around if you were, doing this and had done what I did? As I said, my challenges really for myself is keeping my energy up, trying to upgrade things even with the limited ways of getting money. I don't know how I'm going to be able to, like, for instance, upgrade my house. The house is probably, maybe it's 1,000, maybe it's 5,000. I don't know, but I don't know how I'm going to do that, considering how much that's going to cost. And then it's just everything else, do I upgrade the house or do I just use the money to get a coop or, start bringing animals in for more products and stuff. It's like, what do you do? And I think it's important if you're going to do animals, I probably need them this season as opposed to in the summer, right? I mean, the sooner you get them, the more money you can make off of them. So it's like, it's things like that just, I don't know. And in order to get the animals, I'm going to need a silo. I'm going to need all these different things to make sure that the animals are, taken care of. So, it's stuff like that that's facing, me right now. But I like it. I really do. I really do like the concept. I was glad that I found this challenge. I got excited about it. So, if you, like I said, if you want to get in on it, go ahead and fire up Stardew Valley. Go ahead and get started and see what you can do. See how you would do these things. And, just have fun with it. And that's the whole idea behind this game or any other game that you play. You just need to have fun. So this is just trying to play it, everyone. Until the next video, please, stay safe. Continue to stay safe. I'm sorry. Continue to stay safe. See you next time.